grade 11 math. Here is a tutorial on working with radicals. I'll break this into several parts, otherwise it's too big a package. Working with radicals. Indices. Often the radical is, the indice is 2, so that it is a square root. Other radicals. Square root of 36 is 6. But not everything has a perfect root. 50. I don't know the square root of 50. It has one, 7 point something something something, but we want accurate answers. So what we do is we take 50 and break it into numbers we know the square root of. Sorry about the sniffles. It's that time of the year. 25 times 2. I know the square root of 25, so I'm going to change this to 5 root 2. A mixed radical is simpler. This is simpler than this. Mixed radicals compared to entire radicals. When I see 27, I'm thinking 9 times 3, 3 root 3. 3 squared is 9 times backwards. This one, it's got a coefficient, but I'm thinking 9 times 8. But 8 is 4 times 2. I know the square root of this. Take out a 3, take out a 2. 2 times 3 is 6 times 5 is 30 root 2. That is better than this. This one I really can't do because it's a negative. But if I was forced to, I could go 3 times negative 1 times 16 times 3. I would go, take that out, is a 4, and I would get 12 negative 1 times 3. We've mentioned it before that negative 1 can be replaced with an imaginary number, the letter I, lowercase. So I could write this as 12i3. Down here, this is a mixed radical. They want it as an entire radical. Bring the 4 under, square it, 16, so we're going to get 16 times 5, which would be 80. Use a calculator. Over here, I will get, bring this under, I will get negative 3 times 36. Don't touch the negative. You can't bring it under. Negative, don't tell them, 108. Use a calculator. On the back side, they're both under the same radical. The indice is 2. That means we can write this as 66. 6 times. What multiplies to make 66? 2 times 33, no good. 22 times 3, no good. I think that's it. I can't simplify. Here, coefficient, coefficient. Radical, radical. And I'm going to get negative 8 root 36. But I know the square root of 36. It is 6, and I'm going to get negative 48. Here, coefficient, coefficient, negative 6. Square root 7 times 5 is, 105, I believe. But I cannot simplify that or that. I think that's my answer. Adding, subtracting radicals. Root 3 and root 5, root 8. No, it's not. If I were to work it out on a calculator, root 3 is 1.732. Root 5, 2.23. If I add those together, I will get 3.968. Whereas root 8 is 2.83. This does not equal that. You cannot add radicals. You can only add like terms. This radical and this radical are like terms. We're going to get two of them. This is a mixed radical. If I want, I could get 2 squared. I could get root 20. But that's not as nice as this. Here, distribution. 5 root 10 plus 10 times 6, 60. What multiplies to make 60? 15 times 4. So I will get 5 root 10 plus 2 root 15. That's the best I can do. Here I'm going to use FOIL. 10 plus 2 root 27 minus 5 root 5 minus root, using a calculator, 135. Now I know that, so I have to simplify it. 2, you may erase that, square 9. This is 9 times 3, so that's going to be 6 root 2 minus 5 root 3. 135 divided by 15 times 9. So I'm going to get 10 plus 6 root 2 minus 5 root 5 minus 3 root 15. That's about the best I can do unless I've made a mistake.